Welcome to the Polysports Gymnasium here in Santiago for the start of the wheelchair basketball. In wheelchair basketball, players are classified on a point system from 0.5 to 4.5. While most athletes have normal arm and hand function, the main difference between classes are trunk control and sitting balance, which impact the reach of the player to catch and pass the ball. The lower the classification number, the greater the restrictions. A team is composed of 5 players and the sum of points must be 14 or less on court. Much along the lines of making up your own team in fantasy leagues with your friends, you have to work out what kind of combination you go for to make best use of your points allocation. Do you go high-low with 3 high pointers and 2 low pointers? Or do you spread your points out more evenly with 2 or 3 mid pointers? And of course, combinations can change, giving the coach huge responsibility. Do you go for a plan B and change from high-low to mid-pointers, either to modify your own tactics or to combat those of your opposite number? Argentina, in light blue here, were defeated semi-finalists in Lima 4 years ago, meaning that they just missed out on a medal, while Venezuela, in ever so slightly darker blue, were not among the 8 teams to qualify. Argentina were therefore keen to get out of the blocks quickly at this tournament, and they led 15-9 after the first 10-minute quarter and 32-17 at the break. That was the Venezuela coach we saw there with the X's and O's. Number 4 for Argentina, Carlos Esteche, he was the main man. His classification is 2.5 and he is one of the best mid-pointers in the sport, and he certainly showed that here today. Argentina head coach Mauro Varela likes to use mid-pointers, with Esteche and number 13 Adrian Perez, a 3-pointer, combining to great effect. Esteche got 19 points, 9 of them from 3-point range, to go with 4 assists and 5 rebounds. Steals and turnovers are also a much bigger element in wheelchair basketball than they are in the able-bodied version of the sport. And Esteche managed 5 steals and 7 turnovers. Perez, meanwhile, drew 5 fouls to go with his 10 points and 8 rebounds. Venezuela made things a little closer in the third, but Argentina pulled away in the fourth to secure a 72-44 victory. On to women's action now. Same rules apply. 5 players on court at any one time with a maximum of 14 classification points allowed. Here it's Argentina versus Peru. As was the case in the men's tournament, Argentina came up just short in Lima 4 years ago, losing in the semi-finals. Peru, meanwhile, lost all 3 of their group games, but defeated Chile in the playoff for 7th place. As is the case again in the men's tournament, there are 8 teams involved, split into 4 groups. In the men's, all teams go through to the quarterfinals, with the winners of Group A playing the 4th place team from Group B, 2nd from A playing 3rd from B, and so on. In the women's, though, only the top 2 from each group go through to the knockout stages, which begin with the semi-finals. First in A plays 2nd in B, and vice versa, with the other 4 countries playing off for 5th to 8th place. Suffice to say that it is crucial to get off to a quick start in the group stage. And Argentina certainly got off to a flyer in this match. It was all but over as a contest after the first 10-minute period, with the Whites leading at 23-6. And at 41-14 at the main break, it was always going to be tough for Peru in red to get back into it. Number 12, Maria Payares for Argentina, was an unstoppable force. She's a 4-pointer who's been around since the Rio Paralympics 7 years ago, and today she was on fire. Her stats tell the tale. 21 points from 8 baskets and 5 free throws, 6 assists, 9 rebounds and 5 fouls drawn. Peru kept things much tighter after the break, but that was primarily down to Argentina resting their main scorers and giving all 12 squad members some game time. The score for the second half was merely 17-14 in the Whites' favour, but the damage had been done early on. Some good passing and good shooting there from Peru. Argentina, though, ran out 58-28 winners, and their final Group B match against USA promises to be a must-see showdown.